If you're wondering why everything is falling apart, if you're wondering why America looks to be in shambles, if you're wondering why it looks like the sky's falling, I'll tell you exactly why. The majority of men have completely given up on everything. And when I say everything, I'm talking about everything. A lot of men have just, said to hell with society. A lot of men are not even working, and a lot of men are not even grinding to be their best possible selves. A lot of men are not getting out here and getting their vitamin D. A lot of men are refusing to travel. A lot of men don't want to do something about the trajectory of their lives. And here's one of the main things so many men are giving up, right? Is because they don't see the progress, right? That's one of the big ones, right? They don't see the progress in their lives. Let me tell you something, man. Let me give this analogy. I love to give this analogy. I give it all the time, right? But just how an airplane has to take off. Do you know how much energy, right? How much energy it takes for that airplane just to get up off the ground, right? Once you're in the sky, it's smooth sailing, right? It's smooth sailing. But for you to get off the ground, it's going to take a tremendous amount of energy. But a lot of men don't understand this. As soon as things get hard, men just quit, right? They quit, they give up, right? They throw in the towel. They say, well, that doesn't work, right? That doesn't work for me. And, that may work for you. But listen, advice is pretty much simple across the board, right? It really is. Put in the work, right? Evaluate the work. Make sure that you're operating efficiently and accurately. Then I promise you the results will come. But a lot of people can't hang, man. A lot of people can't hang for a year. A lot of people can't hang for 365 days. A lot of people can't hang for 2 years. A lot of people can't hang for 3 years. Listen, I've been at this entrepreneurship journey for over 5 years, right? I have the mindset of get rich or die trying, essentially. That's the kind of mindset I have with this shit, right? I'm going to get it or I'm going to die trying, right? But I will get it, right? Best believe I will get it, and nothing will stop me, right? Only the grave can stop me, and I don't plan on being there anytime soon. But a lot of men, they have this mentality, this instant gratification, mentality, just like the women, right? It's so funny how, the red pill, they always trying to say, well, women, they want the whole package put together and they can't wait and so on and so forth. Well, men are suffering from the same exact disease. And this is the reason why America can't heal too. This is the exact reason America can't heal. This is exactly why we have society looking the way that it does, because men are not willing to step up to the plate. I'm sorry. A lot of y'all don't want to hear it. A lot of y'all want me to blame. Y'all want me to blame the you-know-who's. You want me to blame women. You want me to blame everybody up under the sun, right? But unfortunately, I can't do that. Why? Because everything that I put my mind to, I get to it, right? Who would have known? Like, bro, look at where I'm at, man. Who would have known, right? A kid from Atlanta, Georgia, right? Growing up, traveling, actually living overseas, able to pick my family up and plant them somewhere across the sea somewhere. Who knew that I would be able to do that? The mind is a powerful thing. And I wish more people, open up their minds to, what they can actually accomplish. But you will never be able to do anything if you don't believe in yourself, man. Right? I can't make people believe in themselves, right? You can't make anybody believe in themselves, right? That person has to believe in themselves. But you have so many people, they want to settle in this, depression, right? We have an epidemic full of young people. Listen, don't get me wrong. If you actually do have depression, go seek a doctor, go seek therapy, whatever you need to do, right? Make sure you're good mentally. However, we have a lot of people who are willing to, settle in these roles, right? People are willing to settle for the role of, well, I'm depressed, right? People are willing to settle in the role of, well, I have ADHD, right? I can't pay attention. People are willing to settle in these roles. Well, I have no time to work out. I remember I was sitting at the bar, right?
Welcome to the Afterpill.co, your one-stop shop hub for everything that I offer. Whether you're here to book a one-on-one coaching call, join the Patreon community, explore Horizon Atlas, your relocation app, or access my latest content and resources, you'll find it all right here. Choose your path, take action, and start building the life you want.
Right. Usually people are admiring me at the bar, right? Listen, I'm just, saying, what goes on, right? Because I usually come in with my muscle shirt on. Listen, I work for these muscles, so these bitches gonna get showed off, right? Just like if you buy a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, you intend to drive that bitch to show it off, correcto? Right? So I sit at the bar, with my muscle shirts on, right? Like I usually do. And of course I always order, a steak, something healthy, steak, broccoli, asparagus, or what have you, right? I hear people on the other side talking about, man, I can't get in that kind of shape. I actually have to work. And I'm like, I'm listening to this bull crap that this ninja is saying, right? So because he's implying that I have a whole bunch of time on my hands, like I don't work, like I'm not out here putting in work, like I'm not out here holding this camera putting in work, talking to you guys, like I'm not out here developing businesses, developing AI businesses, relocation businesses, like I'm not out here doing the goddamn on thing, right? Listen, that's just an excuse. People are willing to make an excuse for everything in the world, and he probably wasn't even making as much money as I was anyway, right? People will make all kinds of excuses. All you need is 30 minutes. You mean to tell me you don't have 30 minutes out of your day, right, to get up off your ass, right, to plan something? You mean to tell me you don't have 30 minutes out of your day to do 100 push-ups, right? You mean to tell me that you can't get up in the morning, right, or whenever, before ever you get up to go to work? You mean to tell me that you can't get up and go and take a 30-minute walk? Bullshit, right? We have a lot of BSers in this world, right? And people get all in my comment section and talk about, well, you always giving the problem. Well, what's the solution? If you listen to me closely, you incoherent ass ninjas, if you listen to me closely, I'm giving the solution all through the video, right? I'm giving the solution all through the video, but it's up to you to recognize what I'm saying. What I'm telling y'all is to get up off your ass. What I am telling y'all is to stop making excuses. What I'm telling y'all is to get your passport and travel. Why? It's not just, oh, so you can go see what these other hoes look like. It's not just so you can go to another country and drink and have fun. No, it is to immerse yourself. It is to challenge yourself, right? Especially if you're traveling by yourself, right? It is to challenge you. It is to broaden your horizon so you can see how the rest of the world operates, right? But you got guys, they don't even want to do that. They want to continue to stay on the plantation. So when I give the solution, right, y'all don't want to hear it, right? When I tell y'all exactly what needs to be done, y'all don't want to hear it. We have too many BSers in the world, and you wonder why governments, they just having their way, right? They're having their way because nobody else is. No, who's gonna stand up to them? I'll wait. Who's gonna stand up to the government? What men exist today who's gonna stand up? No, nobody's gonna stand up, right? Nobody's gonna do a goddamn on thing, not in mass at least. So that's the thing. You can't want this, right, hoping for, this outcome. You can't be doing this but then think that the outcome is just going to work in your favor. No, you got to put in an extreme amount of work. So a lot of people are not used to putting in any kind of work. Listen, I've said this multiple times as well. Listen, I'm used to putting in the work, right? I'm used to putting in the work. Like, I'm out here, let me see, right? I'm used to putting in the work, man. What are we doing? Right? I'm used to putting in the work, right? This is 10 years, right? This is 10 years. Look at that. Woo! This is 10 years of work. Do you not understand me? That is 10 years of work. People don't understand that, right? So much so that I even had a doctor. Doc had to ask me, hey, yo, you natural? Doc, what you mean natural, right? Do I look like I got a BBL, ninja? What you mean natural? You asking a grown ass man, is he natural, right? Does it look like I got, did I get a titty job, ninja? What you mean natural? Exercising, ejercicio, ninja, right? I'm like, Doc, me natural, You know, no substances. No, this is 10 years of work. Man, let me put the camera down. Let me show y'all. Let me put the camera down. Hold up, bear with me real quick. Let me sit the camera down a little bit. Can I sit the camera down? Hold up. Let me show y'all. Right, this is 10 years of work. 10 years of work. Stop playing with the kid. But see, people don't understand how work ethic works, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, for you guys who actually work out, for you guys who are actually in the gym, right? Doesn't it change your mindset? Doesn't it change, you know, your outlook on life? And I'm talking about the guys who are really in shape. I'm not talking about you Sloppalopasauruses, right? Let's get the ocean view in that bitch too, right? I'm not talking about you Sloppalopasauruses. I'm talking about the guys who actually put in work. That's what I'm talking about. The guys who actually put in work. The guys who are natural, right? Whose body looks like something, whose bodies look like 10 years of work. My body looks like a work of fucking art. What are we talking about, right? And I apply that in every single thing that I do, right? I apply that in business, right? I apply that in what I want. I apply it in relationships, right? Once you create, you know, a baseline for yourself, I've created my own baseline. This is the baseline. Right? 10 years of work. So guess what? I understand what it takes for me to get here. So guess what? The same energy for business, the same energy entrepreneurship, the same business for creating something, because I was able to create the body that I want. But a lot of people, they don't understand this, man. They don't understand what it takes. They don't understand at all. So for you to really get out here and win, for you to really get out here and really be successful in life, you got to be willing to put in 10 years, right? 10 years. That's bare minimum. Some people it take longer. Don't get me wrong. Some people is a little bit sooner, but you gotta be willing to get out here and put in 10 years. A lot of people are not willing to do it, right? And this is why we have an epidemic, right? We have an epidemic of losers. Right? And then you're gonna have people who are coping. Oh, I only wanna travel once a year. Good for you, Ninja. Good for you. I only wanna travel once a year. Listen, like I said, it's not even about the traveling aspect of it. It's about exposure. It is about broadening your mind. It's about, you know, challenging yourself. I don't have time to go to the gym. I ain't got that kind of time. You don't have 30 minutes. You don't have 30 minutes to go to the gym. Well, all of these girls, blah, 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 right? I can't find a wife, blah, blah, blah. Just looking for any and every reason to excuse yourself from living life, right? And that kind of mindset, there is nothing to do. You can't really fix it. And that's why we dealing with I call it a sickness, right? I call it a sickness. I call it an epidemic, right? We have an epidemic of losers. We have an epidemic of incels. We have an epidemic of people in general who just don't want to do nothing in life. And don't get me wrong. Listen, like I said, I talk about the problems all the time. I talk about the problems. I talk about where the U.S. is headed. I talk about American issues. I've talked about relational issues. I've talked about economic issues. Okay, now you know the issue, right? You know the issues now. So what is the solution? What is the solution? The only thing that you can do is to get up off your ass and make something of yourself, right? The only thing that you can do is succeed. That's it. A lot of y'all already in a worse predicament as you can be. A lot of y'all already, you probably stay at home, especially based on the percentages, based on the stats. 80% of y'all are probably, you know, sitting at home if you're under 30. So what did Trump say? What did Trump say? What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose, right? The only way that you can go up is up, or the only way to go is up. So I made this video just as some kind of motivational video, right? As you can see, I'm out here getting my steps in, right? Getting the ocean breeze in, and I'm just enjoying myself while at the same time doing some work. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, right? If you agree, disagree, we know we're gonna have some folks who disagree, who want to blame everybody up under the sun. We already know. But if you agree, go ahead and comment. If you don't, hey, it is what it is. Make sure you check out the link in the description. My first ever website. It is a one-stop shop for everything. If you want access to the coaching calls, if you want access to the one-on-ones, and if you want access to Horizon Atlas, your relocation app, go ahead and check out my website, first ever website. Everything that you need is on there. Go ahead and check that out. If you want to join the Patreon is also linked in there as well. And I have hundreds of videos, hundreds of these type videos, mindset videos, leading you to exactly, where you need to be. If you want to learn how to put together a website, if you want to learn how to put together or use AI to your advantage, I have all of those things on there. So yeah, yes, you got to pay for it. You broke ass ninjas. All right. Link is in the description. Listen, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework. And PFP life is how you should live. In purpose, in freedom, and in power. I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'll see you guys on the Patreon.
Welcome to the afterpill.co, your one-stop shop hub for everything that I offer. Whether you're here to book a one-on-one coaching call, join the Patreon community, explore Horizon Atlas, your relocation app, or access my latest content and resources, you'll find it all right here. Choose your path, take action, and start building the life you want.